the most efficient with my time, because I don't have as much of it as maybe I did, say, 6 months ago.
Sure, sure. So how do you feel like you can be the most efficient? How can you feel like, well, where are you at right now? And are there any low hanging fruit for improving that efficiency?
I've definitely been working on just like really trying to like not read scoreboards, not focus on the rank. The new SR thing for the heroes has not been helpful for that because obviously that like
Okay, okay. So
is
can I be
going up and
honest with you?
falling down.
Can I be honest
Yeah,
with you? I literally, I think it's actually so bad that it really shouldn't even be something that you even care about. I'm plat on Brig right now. So and
uh,
Brig is one of my better supports. So like it just does not matter. Like they're
for sure. I
it's really buggy right now. Like I've seen a couple of like I've saw like I think it was like a GM5 or a Masters 2 player or something like that had like a 4.8k tracer or something stupid like that. It's like it's clearly bugged, right? So but yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly like the mental like I just need to because I'm sort of like fighting to get out of. Yeah, I'm just like in between Platinum One and Diamond Five for like a month now, just kind of like hovering right around there.
Yeah.
Like I anytime I'm in plat lobbies, I can kind of get up to Diamond D, and I get these sort of
Right.
Diamond
Right.
plat lobbies where I'm just getting rolled. And so every time the freaking SR is just jumping up and down between plat and Diamond, I'm just like, ugh, it just gets it's hard to ignore all that, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. But I guess for you, is again the question is like, where has Overwatch been in terms of practice quality right now? Because obviously your expectations should mirror what you're putting in, essentially.
Right. I think that it's solid. I think when I'm losing, especially because it's like I'm right on this cusp where it just sort of feels like uh, you know, dropping out of diamond and like wanting to be and confident in my ability to be a middle diamond player, but then constantly like dropping right at the bottom of it and having to fight back into it. That like it makes losing very discouraging wanting to go into practice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because of that. And it's all obviously it's all aesthetic, but it's definitely like I lose 2 or 3 games in a row, and I'm just like, ugh. It
Yeah.
makes it hard to want to do the full amount. So what I've kind of been doing is setting myself like, okay, we're going to do this number of games today,
Sure.
given how much time I have or whatever, and just commit to doing it, even if I'm losing, and that's been helping. But it's sort of that's new. I'm still working on it.
I guess that the problem is just that like you're kind of stuck in this loop here, and I don't know how helpful this will be, but let's be honest here. When you lose 2 or 3 games and you're like, oh, like that exactly is why you're dropping around so randomly, right? Like if you think about like what's a
Mm-hmm,
normal
mm-hmm.
rank fluctuation, for most players that I've worked with that have like decent mentalities, it's probably around 2 tiers. Like let's say for you, it'd be like one
Mm-hmm.
from like Diamond 3 to Diamond 5. Like that's pretty. But if you're like going beyond that, there's something either wrong with how you're practicing, you've gotten supremely unlucky, or you're getting tilted. So
Yeah,
like,
I think it's not that I've gone beyond that so much as that the 2 tiers is between plat and diamond, which is very
I see what you're
obnoxious.
saying.
Like
Yeah.
that's more of it where it just sort of feels very whiplashy. I mean, like I'll get into this like plat 4 to plat 1 game, and the difference is just so palpable. Like I played a game with like I was like in the bottom of D5, and I played a D5 to D2 game. It was just like it just felt so good to play. Like everyone knew what they're doing and stuff. And I'll get into these plat games where it just feels like we're like playing deathmatch, and it's just like what the heck is going on.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
just sort of this like big fluctuation in game quality. I think is the discouraging part, especially losing in those plat games is really frustrating because it's like I can sort of that's where a lot of the frustration is. I think that kind of I feel like I'm sort of on this cusp where I'm kind of if that makes sense. It's less that I'm
Yeah.
dropping a bunch and more that I'm like pivoting between this kind of inflection point of
Yeah,
rank.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think that's just something that we're gonna have to kind of think about, like reflect on your practice goals and how much you want out of Overwatch, because obviously Overwatch sounds like it's been like a little bit less of a priority for you. There's just been more going on right now. So like, your rank is gonna reflect that. Like you're not
Yeah,
entitled to
yeah.
anything. So, and I know that, but
No, I
it's like
yeah,
you
yeah.
could still like you could say I know I'm not entitled and still feel entitled. I've been there, right?
Oh,
Like
for sure. Yeah,
like
yeah,
and so
100%.
especially if you've been at a higher rank before, so it's like it's just
Hmm.
just be careful, just be really really careful, because like that can not only be like a huge shoe rock in your shoe when it comes to hiking up the ranks, but even more important, it can really make the game not fun, like really really make the game
Right.
not fun. So
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I felt better about it these last couple weeks, or the last week or two. Just have had some other stuff getting in the way. So I'm
Sure.
like, yeah, I kind of feel the process starting to kick in again, after a while. But it's definitely I'm just on the early end of it. So I kind of just wanted to do refresh and just get some
Sure.
pointers real quick. And
That works for me.
also I swapped off of Ram to Zarya because Ram's freaking cheeks right now.
Yep.
Um, and when he was strong, it's like fun to play because I like the character. But when he's weak, it's just like,
He doesn't
So
really
I'm on
have a lot of
Zarya.
options, really.
Yeah, exactly. I'm on Zarya right now. Like, I don't know. I just don't have another tank I like as much as Winston, and so I'm trying Zarya out. She's maybe the one I like the most.
Sure.
But
Works for me.
um,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. So that first code is I just wanted to look at the first 2 points, like tough situation for Winston, and then just looking at a game of me playing Zarya.
Yeah. That's it. So do we want to just look at the first 2 points of the first one and then fully do your second code, if possible?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much time we have, but
Yeah, we'll see what
like,
we can do.
progress-wise.
Okay. Obviously,
This was you'll see in a sec. This is a tough comp and map combination, I think, for Winston.
yeah,
So
this
I'm
point's
curious what I can
miserable
do
for
better
Winston.
here.
This point's miserable
Yeah.
for Winston. I've actually played the last time I played Winston. I think I actually played into a comp like this. I think it was Malga instead. And you have to be so incredibly disciplined. Like it's actually there's zero room for errors. So obviously we've done a couple of Winston sessions, so it's gonna be more along the lines of like what we're trying to do and what we're consistently doing.
Yeah.
Like right now,
My goal on it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No.
I was gonna say, yeah, eventually, like your longer sessions are booked out normally, but eventually I want to do some live coaching just to get in that headspace, like while I'm playing.
Yeah.
But
Makes sense.
time and all that. So
Yep. Like this is fine. This bubble is like I would avoid taking the direct grenade there, but like that was fine. And you can just kind of alt fire here. Yep. Sure. It's a little greedy, but it's probably fine. Just in terms of the placement itself. I would be more aggressive there to finish that off. Like she doesn't have CDs. Just knowing the situation is really important.
yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty tragic, right? Like, this is just a situation where you've seen Sleep, you've seen Nade, she's won, and you are a tank, and you are walking away from her just because you don't have bubble, but it's only her. You get what I'm saying? It's only her.
Right. I think I was looking for cover because I'm practicing. This last couple weeks I've really been focusing on my bubble cycle and on not taking damage, and so that's probably why I backed off there. Was
Sure,
both of those
that's
things.
fine.
And,
That's fine.
Obviously, it's a situation where that rule is probably not. I shouldn't follow that rule, but
Yep. Well,
I'm trying to be really disciplined.
Yeah.
In this
I
practice,
mean, it makes
so-
sense. What I would do is to decide when that rule is important. Like, for example, ironically, right now, cover is more important now, and that's actually where you had less cover. Like, you could have actually jumped here instead and played your cycle from here, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Because cover on your engage when there's multiple targets becomes a lot more important. Whereas when it's one person, you're just shooting them, right?
Right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
But that
Yeah,
being
okay.
said, I don't just want to be negative because I think your cover, like for example, there you took damage on the entry, like that's unfortunate. However, I could tell that you were thinking cover. Don't think. Okay, got to deal with that, right? And it pays off, right? It's not perfect. But this is pretty good. Like, you came in from the side, you used your angle well, you really minimized the amount of damage that you're taking, and then even here, obviously, like, right? Like, you're not even peeking for alt fire once you see him fully committing turret. Then you hear turret expire, and then you go in, you've got your bubble, it's fine. So, like, there's a lot of good things here. It's just really unfortunate that you're not able to kill the Ana, because I think that's going to cost you this fight.
Right.
Like, here, cover matters a lot, right? Like, don't take damage right now. Okay, now I can take damage. Sure. There's something to be said for here, like, if you think you can get a better engage, don't engage into a turret form. It's more of a micro thing, because sometimes it's fine. Like, sometimes you're not going to have, like, for example, like, let's say the Bastion's just not using turret form, you're going to have to set up an engage and then kind of tank it, right? But he's just kind of bullet.
Yeah.
So I would just disengage this entirely and set up another angle. But
Right. I think I did, but it took,
it's still not bad.
It
Like,
took,
it's still
took
not.
me a second.
Yeah, it's still
I was
not
just
bad.
kind of holding space,
Yeah. And this fight's
There-
probably lost either way. Like, it's like this fight's whatever. Yeah, this is cooked. Yeah, I honestly don't hate how you played. This has been not terrible. You need to fully disengage this. Yes. I would go ahead and immediately start flanking right now. So remember, you're going to beat this by taking free space, setting up free dives, right? So when you look at this here, where's your staging?
I mean, I think that what I need to do, because I was sort of trying to do it here, but I guess what I would need to do is I need to come up to this wall, either without a jump or jump to this wall, and then jump past up the high ground.
Sure.
If I was trying to stage on an angle, because the left side is just so...
And the reason why that's important is so that you don't have to do this. So you don't have to do this. Because if you think about this from here, if you take that staging from here, one of two things are going to happen. They're going to respect you and back up, which is going to allow him to walk out of the choke. Or two, more likely, they're going to ignore you. And then what's going to happen? Right? Drop, bubble, no jump, crucially. And so that you can either disengage or you could pursue, or you can pursue, essentially. So remember, the greedier, the more anti-dive comp that you're playing into, the more important it is to be taking free space. Because these heroes cannot hold space versus you. Whereas when you're playing versus more divey comps, you're going to need to be fighting for angles, fighting tracers, fighting Genjis, and so on.
Right.
Like this is really quite bad. Because there's such a scary jump. I mean, I think even the way that you're behaving is odd. Like, you've seen turret form, and yet you're acting as if your bubble is being actively melted right now, and just run away.
Sure, yeah. I think probably didn't track the turret form on this jump, is my guess.
Yep.
I'm not sure, but yeah.
Yep. But yeah, all roads lead back to this. Would have been a lot easier if you came from an angle. That's it.
Sure.
So you're being really disciplined and not taking damage. Staging has been left much to be desired in terms of what you're doing. Just disengage. Yep, avoid taking damage. Thank you. Thank you. Don't take damage. And this is a fine jump. It's just too late. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Fine cover. Okay, now we just go. Don't know about the primal because I think you already had a jump. Yeah, it's me being nitpicky.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, just leave it. Unfortunate. Okay. Sure. Good. Oh, the melee is so unfortunate. You're just like, wait a second. I gotta know. Ah, that sucks. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know if it matters that much, but it was a good try.
Yeah. I think I've been often banning Wuyong specifically on Winston. It's just so hard to fight through that heal burst when he hits it.
Yeah. I mean,
it's like those situations.
It's kiss curse. You know, you're gonna deal with Wuyong, but you're also gonna have a Wuyong, so it's like it's really your call there. I mean, he's definitely overtuned, but yeah. Okay, so TLDR here.
Yeah, sure. I get a lot of games where our team doesn't take one, and I'm like, okay, you ban him.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we staging on lanes and angles versus these counter dive comps, and then sometimes I think you just misread the situation about whether you needed to bail or not. Do damage until you can. That's basically all there is to it. So, did you want to look at the second round here?
Yeah. This is this is the other code, or the code I have where I'm playing Zarya. I just want to look at a bit of Zarya. Just get my head back.
So you don't want to look at this round?
No, this is good.
Okay, this is good. Okay. I mean, obviously Zarya's good on this map. It's compressed. It's good. She's probably the best tank in these situations right now, to be honest. So all I really want to see from you with Zarya, like the simplest way to do it, and I haven't coached Zarya in a while, but like the simplest way to look at it is you just bubble action. Okay, so whether that's
I have seen a coaching session where you discuss that as well. That's definitely what I'm practicing.
So it's like you kind of, I'm not saying that you break cover for no reason. So obviously here you need to be really careful. I don't know if I like this. But basically every time that you peek, even when you're on corner, you're going to be taking damage. But if you peek a corner and you do damage, then you're allowed to bubble. That's kind of the way to look at that. Because while you're breaking cover here right now, and you really shouldn't be, you should just be standing here to do damage. If they will push you, right? Or they will try to shoot you, and then you can keep ignoring the damage that you're taking if you bubble. If that makes sense.
Right. Yeah, so maybe in a situation like this, just prioritize getting better at hitting old fires rather than walking forward to beam.
Yeah.
I think I'm just like less comfortable, because I'm new to the character. Relatively speaking, I'm less comfortable hitting
Right.
ults, so
Well,
I sometimes
yeah.
walk forward to beam like this.
And the thing is like you're also in a situation where like you don't have to look for damage. They will have to walk forward because their ball's engaged. Right, so like you could just sit here and just manage the damage that you're taking and just do damage. So basically, this is like the simplest way to do damage, but play corners. That's the rule.
Yeah,
do
right.
damage,
Yeah,
but play corners.
okay.
Be obsessed about damage. Damage all the time, like freaking awkward mode. You know what I'm saying? Like always damage, but corner. Permanent uptime with Zarya, and then just bubble to complement that. Like right now, just keep shooting that ball. Keep shooting that. Anything comes close. Right.
Right.
Now sit on that corner, but just keep doing damage. Good. Damage, more damage. Now, yeah, pivot. If you need to do damage. Now, you could break corner there if you see an opportunity for a kill. Obviously, just don't waste so much of your clip. Damage, right. Kill him. Kill that fricker. Yeah. Obviously, the bubble there wasn't really necessary because nobody's shooting you. So, obviously, basically, do damage until somebody tries to stop you, then bubble that. That's like the simplest way of looking at it.
Right.
Good, just keep shooting. And this is why Zarya is so freaking broken, especially in like low mid ranks. Even when she's not like doesn't have a busted minor perk, is just because like you just are constantly doing things like constantly just burning and shooting in what's in front of your screen. Like it's a constant thorn in their side. So yeah, and obviously like this perk is just ridiculous. So.
Oh, a side note about the Winston perk. Have you heard anything good about the bubble toss? I've really struggled with it.
It's only
like I pretty much.
Yeah, it's only used to like deny CC. Basically, that's what it is. So if you're playing into like a really good on a Brig Lucio, it's really good. But it's like one of those things you're not going to really see relevant unless you're like playing like an elite support line.
Sure. Yeah, it's so finicky into like with muscle memory that it's like the upside to learn the new muscle memory for it feels not worth it to ever.
Yeah, the funny thing with the muscle memory is it doesn't really matter. There isn't any muscle memory. It's the only thing you could argue. Like you just jump in and just bubble. That's it. You don't really think about it.
Sure. There's definitely some like because of how you look with Winston. Sometimes it's like you'll toss it in a random direction. That's what I run into sometimes.
Yeah,
so
sure,
I have to,
sure.
Be monitoring which way I'm pointing my mouse or whatever.
Sure.
Which is not normally.
That's true. Yeah. But this is kind of what I'm talking about. Just keep popping all fires. Just keep shooting them. And then if you want to move your corner to there, oh no, I'm being shot. Shoot. This is a mistake. Don't fall back. I know you're thinking point, which is fair. But honestly, in this, you know what? Honestly, screw it. Fine. Yeah, you're right. Point's fine here.
Had they all been where that is.
Yeah. It's fine.
Sure,
Find your corner. Sure. Love to see it. Good. No complaints. Let's keep going. Yeah, don't fish. Just keep doing damage. You will fish by saying, I'm going to play corner, but I'm going to keep spamming. Okay, I'm taking damage. Bubble. Right? If you're going to bubble, do something with it. And don't just stand there and look vulnerable. You should be. The bubbling is a consequence of you doing damage. Like I know you know this, but you're not. The behavior isn't mimicking that. If that makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
There just needs to be more alt fire there. You can hold that corner if you want to, but you better freaking do something. You better do something with it.
Right.
That's a nice shot from that Bastion.
Yeah,
it's fine. You guys didn't have any ults, and they used an ult, 2 ults, and yeah, you didn't do enough damage early on, but yeah, it's whatever. Get him. Or get something, right? Basically, you push when you don't have vision on anybody. Good bubble. Keep doing damage. Good pivot. Very slow pivot. Yeah, this is just mechanics. This is just mechanics. This is the Winston main coming in right now, you know?
Right,
You just look clunky. Like, you immediately pivot, alt fire, bubble, beam, he's dead. Basically, that's basically it. It's just slow.
Right. Sure. Okay.
That and a little bit of would prefer you to be a little bit tighter with where you're rotating here. So here, probably just hug here. If that makes sense. Sure. Just limit the amount of damage that you're taking.
Okay.
No. Like Zarya is, I would say, 70% mechanics. The positioning is not complicated. Find corner, find cover, bubble action. That's it. Yep. Next. Good. Now, one little micro detail, which you've probably heard me talk about in the reviews, but it is something that you are not doing well, is your alt fire opening, right? So when you're turning these corners, you've got an alt fire opportunity that's going to front load your damage into beam. The reason you do that is because there's an internal cooldown between alt fires, but there's not an internal cooldown between alt fire and beam. So you can alt fire beam and then just continue to beam and then finish with alt fire. Like you know the tech, you've heard me talk about it. This needs to be done more.
Yeah. I think I practiced it for a game or two, and then was like a little my bubble and positioning needed work first, so I haven't gone back to it yet because I'd say I played Zarya maybe 20% of games. I just much prefer playing Winston. So.
Sure. She's definitely a guilty pleasure character for me. It's just very satisfying to just do. I mean, it's the sound design, really. Let's be honest.
Right. Yeah.
This is a GA fail. Let's enjoy this.
Oh man.
Yeah, her mistake was that she has preferred beam target, or she doesn't have preferred beam target, and so then she looks away, and then she tries to GA to the Sombra, which is hilarious. Sure. Find something new. Yeah, you're just like a little lost, right? Like here, just sit on the corner, and then if he goes away, then just turn your attention to something else. Don't keep staring at him, right? So like a lot of Zarya is intentional uptime. Like something uses a defensive cooldown, immediately pivot to something else. Something gets outside of your range, immediately pivot to something else.
Okay. That does make sense. I think I'm more used to obviously the Winston cycle where I'm like, okay, if there's a low Reaper like that, then I have bubble. I want to set up to engage right as he comes out of Wraith and finish. But on Zarya, it's just more
Zarya is almost the definition of no tempo. I guess a little bit less so than Sigma. Sigma has a little bit more. Like she's just always doing things, like almost always doing things. So you just want to be constantly dialed in. Are we looking at the Zarya again here?
No. Just
Zarya's
banned here.
Okay,
just Winston,
gotcha. Okay.
This is another situation I was struggling with Winston. We should sleep deprived. We can enjoy how bad this is.
Sure. But just to wrap up Zarya. Damage uptime from a corner, basically. That's the simplest way I'd look at it. Damage uptime from a corner, number one, and then number two is just get your alt fire openers into beams, alt fire into beam. It's like a good.
The pivoting makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Angle here's good. Sure. It's greedy. Bubble was a little bit poorly used. Like that's a situation where if you know you're free and you know the target doesn't have a CC, just save it because you know she's going to disengage. You're going to tuck here. And then you're going to jump back in with bubble, and then she's going to die, right? Or you're going to jump back in, and she's going to die anyway, but you don't take damage from that position there, right? So.
Right. Yeah, I didn't track that she died here. I think
that's fine. Just managing your HP when you're on a flank is really important. Oh man, this is a short jump. You're dead.
Yeah. I mentioned it. Yeah, this was like legitimately a really terrible game, but there was some points where I'm looking back and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I'm more want to look at the macro of like how to approach these kind of fights rather than the micro. My micro is just terrible.
Works for me. Definitely shove that. I was gonna say yeah.
Yeah, I just did a lot of this game, just like.
Yeah, this is good. I mean, the micro is just terrible. Like the fact that you should die for that is horrendous. But yeah, just decisively rotate through here, fight for this, drop to here. You can even jump to here if you're looking for a way to approach it without taking damage. But yeah, you have the right idea. Wrap around, approach it without taking damage. Yep.
I think that was the big issue I was having is I was finding it hard to find positions against this comp and with the D.Va constantly chasing me to like not just get chunked for damage.
Because it's Junkertown, right? This is not as bad as Oasis University, but if you're gonna one-trick monkey, you're gonna need to be incredibly disciplined. You're just gonna have to play. Like if I pull up Overwatch hero statistics on Junkertown, let's just look at your diamond. So we'll look at diamond, mouse and keyboard, map, tank, win rate. Right now, Winston is 49.4. About middling right now. Right, almost literally smack dab in the middle. Okay? Now we move that to Junkertown, and Winston's dropped to 47.8%.
Right.
So you've gone from middling to a good step below middling. You're one of the worst performing tanks. And I coincidentally just about the same win rate as Diva.
Right.
On this map. Like, you're not good. This is not an impossible map because it's broad, right? So that's very helpful, right? But you're going to take a lot of damage if you're bad. Now, the good news is second point's going to feel a little bit better. Third point is also going to feel a little bit better. But first point, you cannot make mistakes. Not literally, but you're diamond. We're not top 500 here, but yeah, you're going to need to play better than normal here. Like, even right now, I don't like this. There's no real point controlling this lane right now. Where could you be? Where should you be?
Yeah, okay, this is where I wanted to think about. I really, it's just difficult to get close on anybody because of their range. So, I mean, I guess, like...
I mean, where's this fight going to happen, right? Like, you know where it's going to happen.
I mean, it is like center of the bridge,
right.
You know, kind of on the ground,
somewhere around here. Yeah.
So
exactly.
I guess, yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe it's even worth jumping to the low ground to have cover on the right side and play
like here?
It like. I was thinking closer, like in the room there.
Like here? Yeah, you could start here.
Like playing there to like walk out, and
you
because the
could.
big thing is jumping in against this comp is so rough. I have to have jump to
it
get out.
Depends. It depends. It depends. Like, remember, don't talk in absolutes here, because we saw that with the Bastion Reaper. You jumped in multiple times and it worked because they didn't have CDs, or they were split, they were spread. Like, if we look at how this is staged in, could you jump in on somebody here if you were staged? I mean, for crying out loud, absolutely. Look at the Wu Young Mercy.
Yeah.
You know,
I guess I've at least, I mean, and again, I wasn't playing great, but like it was feeling like every time I did a jump engage, I would get hit with flash, and Diva would fly at me, and I was like, okay, well,
but it was situational, right?
know?
Like you can't
right.
like that is a consequence of you diving poorly or taking bad engagements, right? So if you started here and did what you were talking about, you could walk out here, bubble trade with May Cassidy, and this would be fine. This would be effective, right? You could have also taken this left lane here, seen this, jump to here, probably not even use your bubble. 3, 2, 1, drop bubble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, if they're clumped, that means staging's easier. If they're spread, that means you don't get isolated and burned by 5 people.
Right.
Remember the Oasis University versus the Bastion Reaper? Remember we were talking about going high ground, right? Why? Because it allows you to drop, and yes, you're going to have 4 people on you, but you don't have your jump.
Yeah, it's feeling like I just need to keep thinking more and more lateral against these comps where it's difficult for me.
You do.
Like, I think that because I'm scared of taking the damage, like when I was staging there, I just sort of like staged on main, but like really conservative as opposed to aggressive. Which
is why it's so easy to focus you down, right? Like, if you think about what you did first fight here, the idea of what you did was fine. The execution was just terrible, right? But like, if they're going to be all clumped here, like even if they're not on a Widow, let's say they're in Bastion, right? What do? Well, you just walk. You drop bubble, you zap, then you jump out, right? Like, it's a free staging every single time. Like, remember, they cannot stack, burn your bubble, and deny your staging at the same time. For somebody to control an angle to stop you from staging, that somebody is out of position for when you dive. Or isolated, essentially, right? Like, that's the kiss curse that they have to make.
Right.
So yeah, this is just, it's like you're trying to connect with backline, but you're pincering yourself in the meantime, and that's why your HP is blowing up.
Yeah.
Like, you're not lateraling.
I remember I got so surprised. Like, I didn't realize they had switched May. It's like, what the?
Yeah, I mean, either way. I mean, any other character other than May would have killed you faster, so.
Right, yeah.
So, I mean, this is another one, right? So, we drop bubble. This is just a gamble. I think that we're fine here, but this is just a gamble because you didn't have bubble. This would have been fine if you'd had bubble, by the way. That Diva's HP would have melted.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like, I think
just
I was
one
trying
bad
to do something
turn
that didn't give up space.
Yeah. One. It's everything's kind of snowballing from that, so I don't think you're going to win this. Okay. Like here, for example. There's the Mei wall. Okay, that simplifies my thought process. Wait, and then drop. Yeah. So this is what I'm talking about. So you're going to get 5 people looking at you here now. Why? Because they're clumped. However, notice how you didn't take any damage. Why? Because their staging was free. Why? Because they were clumped. Right? So they can't, they have to choose. They either try to all burn your bubble or they try to deny their staging. And if they try to deny your staging, well, then you bubble trade on that angle, right? So you've done your job. You've set up a nice cycle. You've given your team an opportunity to trade. Didn't work out. You forced a bunch of CDs. Just disengage, preserve your HP. And there we go. And if they're going to chase you like this, yeah, it's uncomfortable. But that's not comfortable for them either. Sure? This is just, just don't peek that. Like, don't peek that and you're cooking.
Right, yeah.
Because they're like, we gotta deal with this guy, we gotta, don't peek it, it's fine. It's like, you're good, just sit here and chill. Like, look at you're on a cast Mercy, you got a damage boosted casting on it, you're fine. Like, you were absolutely fine. Like, even, like, for example, you would have probably had to bubble here anyway, but you would have liked to have done so when the Diva dived you. You see this?
I think I was bubbling, anticipating the Diva dive, because I wanted to be in the position
that right there, bam. You see it?
Right. Yeah. Well, so I do remember this bubble being very intentional because I expected the Diva to dive me, and I wanted to. Sometimes when Diva dives, if you bubble as she does it, you can't get the bubble in between you and her. So I think I drop it and then back up, but I did take the damage here with the
yeah. But instead, it's like do the exact same bubble, but don't allow it to be broken before she dives and then taking 100 damage, whatever. But yeah, you can see it's like for her to try to clear you out, she pays for that, and now she's gonna die. And then from here, honestly, I don't hate it. I don't think there's really any sense of urgency from you. I think I just would have waited for my next bubble cycle, frankly. And the reason why is because it just allows you to do this so much better. And also, they're not getting any cart progress while they're doing this, so there's just no real reason for you to do this. That being said, this is not a mistake. This is just me being nitpicky. Because you're going to win the fight.
Oh, this is bad.
We're late in our bubble, and... Oh, no. We should be okay. Oh, you just didn't jump. Okay. Did your Ana just like miss every shot?
I don't. I was very surprised that I.
Oh, she just missed. She just missed her shots. One, she gets. Then she misses that one, and then she just. I don't know what she did. Oh, she's. Why was she reloading? Yeah, she's just in reload. Okay, so yeah, your team trolls. Your team trolls. You troll the whole 9 yards, but whatever. Okay. That sucks, dude. That's such a goofy error.
Well, it was just as soon as the Mercy popped ult, I should have just left.
Yeah, correct.
I got ult, I should have left, but I was just like, my reaction was real slow.
Okay. Yeah, obviously sleep deprived, whatever. We're focused more on the macro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't hate this. There's not a whole lot that you can do for staging here. You kind of have to let them walk under you because this is really isolated and easy to poke out. You could play here sometimes, like just bubble trade here, but it's awkward.
My big concern in playing a spot like that is like normally I feel okay about it, but with Mei, you are risking just getting.
Here's my problem though: you're way too smart for your own britches because you're sitting while you don't like that, and then what do? You drop to the floor and dive directly at the Diva Mei. Like what the frick, man? Like you're here. Just rotate, drop, bubble, zap, or jump across and deny the res, or jump across and kill the Wu Yang. It's like take an angle. Don't dive direct. It's like this looks a lot like what you're doing on first point, where it's like there's always a reason why you're not doing the good play, but you just then choose the terrible play. You know what I'm saying? Take the lateral space. Use the height there. Use the Mega versus the Mei would have been better than this crap. Because you would have pulled her out of position. You would have pulled her off a cart. You would have pulled her off of open space. You would have been safer because you would have saved your jump, right?
Right.
Like, if that Mei is me, because I'm just the greatest Mei of all time, I see this, I'm blizzarding right now, you're dead.
Right, yeah.
And if it's not Mei, it's Bastion. If it's not Bastion, it's Torb. If it's not Torb, it's Reaper or Cassidy or Hanzo or something's going to punish you for doing this, whether it's Mei or not. It's not so much like you need to remember Mei will blizzard you. That's the micro. Micro is only relevant, and micro is not only relevant, but micro becomes a lot more relevant when you make macro mistakes. You start to have to worry about things like that when you've screwed stuff up. It's not bad because she had Blizzard, it's just bad, period. Yeah, and you see it, you're like, this sucks, what am I doing? Yeah? Yeah, just walk. Walk, bubble here. It's not optimal, but it's better than anything you've been doing up to this point.
Right.
Like, even this is better, because at least you came with a sense of subtlety from the side, which means that, yeah, there it is. So you're more likely to live. Like, that didn't feel that good, I bet. But you know what? It's better than what you did last dive. Because it came from the side.
I think I know. I think I know, or like I'm familiar with the Winston cycle well enough to where like that felt pretty good to me.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know, I know when the approach is good. There's just times where it's.
Yeah.
I'm still there are occasionally times like I think I dropped on that top because I was like worried about getting like a Wu Yang pot shot or something, and obviously like the drop was just bad. But
yeah, this is fine. Your team just sucks. That's basically it. Like, I look at this here, and I've got an Ana who's... Okay, so she's coming back from spawn. But you have a pocketed Cassidy. I just can't... I don't know. Like, this is fine. This is fine. Oh, you're gonna get the res? Okay. I mean, he's died dead again. But, hey, here we go, finally. Yeah. And see, that was a bad dive because you could have actually pursued much better. But this is why it matters, right? It's not all about defensive purposes. It means I land, bubble, 4 CDs, and then I'm able to pursue afterwards. That's how you kill Mercies, right? You kill Mercies with good staging. Because... Yeah. Good try. Always greed the zaps. Always greed the zaps whenever you can. Maybe you're worried about bomb? I don't know. But you had a lot of...
And when you're saying greed the zaps, just
keep shooting.
Another second of...
Yeah, just keep shooting. That's crud. 90 damage per second, guaranteed. And you've got a motherload of HP. You know what I'm saying? So...
Right.
I mean, you're fine. You were 360. You're cool. Just keep zapping. And you're nano boosted as well, so, like, you've got nothing. So good engage on the cast there. Frankly, good disengage. I know it sucks, but yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, he had high noon.
Yeah, that's fine. And he's so far out of the fight, too, right? So you can just off-angle drop onto this Mei if you want. Yeah, it's good. A little early with a bubble, but... Oh my gosh. Yeah, a little early with the bubble is the main thing there. But yeah, that was a good dive. Good stage. Retake space, retake space, retake space, retake space, retake space. Thank you. Don't back up. You got your bubble cycle, you know? Use it. Right? So go from here, just drop on backline, make it awkward. Sometimes you might even misjudge it and like not quite connect on backline, but that's okay. Like if you force GA and they have to turn around and then bubbles up and they fall back and you just jump out again, that's fine. Like for example here, I think given the fact that you were here, there's no reason for you to be here. I mean, this is not terrible, but why would you be there when you had the high ground, right?
Right.
This game is crazy, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at the attack here. Any questions so far?
No, this all makes sense.
All right, we can do a couple of fights here if that works for you. I mean, to be fair, his name is Bad Kree, so he warned us. Now, this is really freaking greedy, okay? I don't mind the idea. I would prefer you to be a little bit more patient with it. Maybe set up from here to here. Take some pot shots, drop around behind, do some silly stuff, you know, see what they do, wait for the ram to try to stop cart, stuff like that.
So question about that. I've definitely been doing this more. Like one of the things I've been practicing is just like taking more creative angles on Winston. Sure. There is a part of me that worries that my team is just going to all get murked. But if that happens, is it like that's largely just on them? You know what I mean?
Correct. I mean, there's nothing happening right now. There's nothing happening right now. So like you need to be staging.
Sure. Okay. So like the best way to think about it is just like I got to do my job and you know.
And the other thing
if
too
the team
is
wants to leave cover and get murked in advance. Like I can't stop them from
that is
doing
correct. That is correct. Because you always fixate on that.
I feel this urgency to jump in sometimes, like this here.
Yeah.
You know, I'm getting in because I'm like, well, my team's standing there.
Yeah, I mean, you might be late with your staging
now. You know.
Correct. You might be late with staging, and you may need to take like a halfway decent dive just now as opposed to later. But the problem is that like a lot of times is when you take a really crappy lazy dive, you end up being the first thing to die. You're the death.
Right. Yep.
And in addition to that, you're just so heavy for your support. You know, like if you rush something, you might be forcing them to all fixate on you. Now the good news is that you got on the lane, so at least it was lateral, right? It forced them to reposition to push you, which is why you lived.
Right.
It's awkward, but it's awkward for them too. This is just you shouldn't have died. So here, you're just a little early, not full HP. And then here, ooh, it's so cool. I mean, to be honest with you, this is like, just didn't need to be this greedy this soon. We could have waited an extra second. That's all.
Sure,
but it's still, again, a lateral angle. It's still off to the side. You're going to win this fight, so. Oh, dear. That sucks. Because we need the bubble here.
Cast.
Yeah, but we need the bubble here, frick. I mean, if he's there, then sure. But the problem is now that you don't have an angle here. So to be frank, if your scouting forces your bubble, then your scouting sucks. Or you shouldn't be scouting. Yeah. I would legitimately rather you not scout and have bubble than for you to scout. Use your ears. Use prediction. Anything is better than this, right? So, because this angle is really good. This angle is really good because you're going to get super hard focus potentially, but it's going to be like, it's what we talked about. It's like the full cleave and then just jump out immediately, right? Like that's going to be so good for your team because it's going to take a big burst of cooldowns and you're going to be fine. So honestly, I don't think you staying there was bad because, but like it's so inefficient, right? You weren't there long enough.
Right. Yeah. I could have had
this
double while I was doing that.
Freaking cooked. I don't even need to see. I know it's over. All right, let's see. Staging here is a little awkward once they've established. That's a very deep dive. Careful. Now, this is interesting. I don't hate this necessarily as like a way to get close and then maybe to just like jump off to the side and go from there. I wonder if, did we die late? I think we did die late. There's the urgency. I mean, I'd rather you do this and preserve your HP, and then maybe you can jump top and primal the cast.
I think I had primal, which is why I was playing like that.
Yeah, well, you would never want to play like that unless you had to. Your team is already fighting. You kind of just had to go. So this is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fine. Wait. Just a little bit. I want you to agree just a little bit more. I know it's Cass. He's already rolled fanned. I think you can agree just a tiny bit more. But honestly, I'm being nitpicky. It's fine. Find a target. Not May. That's fine. Yeah.
I lost track of him. I thought he went that way.
Sleep deprivation. I'm not going to say a thing.
Sure, fair.
Wage axe. It's fine. This one's earned. You'll die with honor here. Probably should win this fight. Mercy is so stupid. Dude, she would have actually won the fight if she just pistoled. I'm not even exaggerating. She just would have won the fight if she pistoled. Okay, we're good. Alright, one more fight. Lateral space. There's the stack. You cannot dive that. Take the lateral space. Thank you, sir. Good. Now wait. Listen. Make them come out to clear you up. Make them split themselves off. Don't need to do anything just yet. Wait a half a second. Don't take so much poke. Grab Mega. Don't love this. Probably would have preferred you to grab Mega. However, at least you're angling. And you can see the results of that. Who's probably who's possibly going to die here? Who's going to get CDs forced? I mean, it's going to be one of these guys, right? So let's watch.
Right.
If you live here, we're cooking. This idiot uses Nemesis form. You needed to live on the angle. Do not jump back to your team. This is how you die. So what you do here is where's your safe jump?
The safe jump mechanically would be like deep right if I can make it. I think if I this is what I want to do. I'm like little dubious about my ability to make it and find cover.
Yeah, I understand. Sure. It's not great, but, you know, kill's a kill, so. Big thing there is if you see situations like this, you have to make a decision. Do I want to secure this kill? Or do I want to secure the space? Because where else would you have jumped here to secure this kill?
To secure the kill?
Indirectly, let's put it that way. Indirectly.
I see. I mean, top left.
Yeah, just jump up top here. There it is. Yeah. Merry Christmas, right? And staging, it's going to probably... And the key thing with that, too, is it also helps your next engage, too. But whatever. It's more of a, I wanted to secure the kill. I know she's dead. Okay, that's okay. You're gonna pay for it now, but it's all right. Ooh, yeah. You can't stage. You can't stage there yet. Heal bubble. Okay.
Typically, I take it against Ram.
Sure.
Because I could spend a lot more time trading with him.
Yeah. I mean, the Wu Young Mercy is not exactly gonna explode your bubble, so.
Yeah.
I love the visual. It's so much clearer.
Yeah. Looks so pretty.
Sure.
Yeah, it lets me do this more, which is what I like.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's fine. I mean, you're controlling the lane here. Just stay here. Stay. Sure. I might even die here if I need to. Well, you don't look like you're not going to. Never mind. I was gonna say just don't use your primal. This fight's won.
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, good job. Greedy gumdrops. I think you got him though. Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna end right there before things get too bad.
Yeah.
All right. Lateral space, essentially. I mean, nothing new to you specifically, but being more confident in your ability to take, if they're focusing you down, it means the angles are free. The best way to deal with Winston is to take angles and to try to poke out his staging, which does allow you opportunities to outplay people who are poking you out, right? Take the lateral space. Even if it's on front line, even if it's on tank, DPS, whatever, take that lateral space. Any questions?
Makes sense. No. Thank you.
Okay.